Steve from Custom Table Tennis. I'm back. My voice is still a bit croaky, but I couldn't really do any videos last week. Anyway, people have been asking about all these different Jekyll and Hydes. I mean, it's just our #1 bestseller by an absolute country mile. So I thought I'd redo them and then introduce this one here. So mostly people are interested. You've got 47.5 on the V version. So I'm going to let you have a look at the back of that. You can pause on the back of there. This was the first one, and the one that the majority of the players are using. It's 47.5, and it's got a very, very high degree of control for this type of rubber. I mean, even intermediate players are putting these on all-round bats, made in Germany. All the information on there. And then, still part of this series, we've got the V series here. So it's the same packet, but it's a V 52.5 on this one. Well, I'm going to take them all out of the packets in a moment when I weigh them. So if you want to have a look on the back of there, similar sort of information. It's going to be a little bit heavier, that one, but when I get to it, we're going to weigh them all, we're going to take them all out, but I thought it'd be easier to do it this way. Then we got the Z. I had to negotiate a good price on these because they were actually getting dearer than 10G. So they're the same price of 10G, but we find that they're a lot more durable. And this is the Z version, which is actually the custom spec for national players. So this is what they've been using until we've got the new generation Chinese sticky, easy to adopt rubber. So, and then that's that one there. So fancy packet on that one. This is the new C, but the downside on this one, I would say, is the weight. But we're going to have a look at them all. I've got them all in the same thickness, same colour, so we'll have a look at them. So let's have a look. And when I get to this one, when I've weighed them, I'm afraid I'm going to have to just read it out because there's that much going on with this one. With X Factor by AI. What does that mean? Well, we'll read it. So let's have a look at the first one then. We'll get that on. So the first one, you have a look. Comes with a piece of paper. Beautiful piece of rubber. They're really just starting to come back, and players are just starting to change them now after 1 or 2 years, and they're fantastic for coaching. So bob that one on there. So 71 on the 47.5, and then I imagine this one should be a little bit heavier because it's a denser sponge. It feels a little bit heavier. Yeah, 52.5. No, well, another 5 grams on top for the weight. I mean, it's no heavier than 10G and MXPs and all the other rubbers. When you get to the sort of high-end rubbers, that's what it's going to be. Then we'll have a look at the Z. And we're back to 71 on that because that is the team version and they don't want the extra weight. I've already done separate reviews of these, but this is to make it easier to look at them all and then introduce this one. And then finally, we'll have a look at the weight of this one. I'm going to have to take that protective sheet off as well. Oh, it doesn't feel that bad, to be fair, but let's get this off. That'll probably weigh something, actually. Wow, imagine weighing it with that on. 9 grams, that piece of paper. So this is the latest one, what Hugo called around as. Now, they've got it down as Chinese sticky. It's tacky at best. It's a good hybrid. It's not overly sticky. It's not going to attract all the dust. Yes, it's got tack. You can hear it. But this has been going out already, long before I've done the video. And it's going on bats today. Players are moving on to this. Let's have a look. Well, it's no heavier than the other one. So that's not too bad, actually, for a rubber of this type. I'm going to have to just read it to you off the internet because there's so much going on with this one. So let's have a look. We developed Jekyll Hyde C55. This is the first dual tension rubber with X factor that doesn't require booster and is already built in. This was made possible by artificial intelligence. Jekyll Hyde C55 has a thicker top sheet, shorter pimples and more compact pimple arrangement. The top sheet is coated with optimized stickiness for maximized grip, minimized gap and optimized integration between the top sheet. The sponge allow for a clearer, more intuitive feeling when hitting the ball. Inside the Epsilon sponge, a new sponge engineered technology, the bubbles are smaller and more uniformly distributed. Low pimpled geometry increases the energy transfer from the Epsilon sponge. So even when hitting far away from the table, the power will be more directly delivered to the ball. This is the, and then there's more and more and more. Do you know what's going on? I'll tell you what, I'll let you read the rest of it on customtabletennis.co.uk. You can study it more, but quite impressed with this. And eventually, somebody's asked us to do it, and we will eventually do it. But we will have a Jekyll Hyde section, and also we've got some Jekyll Hyde t-shirts coming as well. So a little quick update while I've got my voice back. It's not the big full review that we like to do, but I'm impressed with this one. It's not overly tacky, and we're on a 55. Incidentally, the reason why players are going for heavy, for higher density sponges, is to deal with the new ball. But I'm quite impressed with that. It's not overly heavy, nice packaging, new generation Chinese sticky, easy to adopt. Well, I know players who are intermediate, who are putting these on a sensible all-round blade, are delighted. They're improving no end. Anyway, quick one. Steve from Custom Table Tennis. Hit the like and subscribe, and until next time, bye for now.